What's up, guys? And today I have a interview with three of our high school football players. So it's Porter Mauk, who's our quarterback, Dilon, Denison, who's our receiver and safety, and Brogan, who's a tight end and defensive end. So I'm gonna do interviews with them. I got questions already. Did that last night. So I'm gonna do that and then interview them. I have no idea what they're gonna say. They should be here soon now. And okay, let's get to the interview. What advice would you give to your upcoming quarterbacks, like in the future?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see, on the JV level, I would tell him to definitely study his playbook because even though we are D8 and small school, we do have a decent playbook, decent size playbook. And I'll tell him that the most important thing to do is to work at home or in the off season.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're not doing your stuff on your end, then it's gonna show.
Okay. What is the difference between this year's team and last year's team?
Our line,
The line?
yeah, losing a lot of size.
Yeah.
But I think that we had a better turnout in the summer for like off season stuff.
Yeah.
I think our work ethic. How do I want to say it? Our work ethic.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm thinking of? Makes up for our for our size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Was there any pressure on you going into the Breckenridge game?
Yeah, there was pressure definitely.
Okay.
With them being who we played in the state finals a couple years ago, then definitely.
Okay, what are some things that you need to improve on as being a quarterback and the leader of your team?
What's something I need to prove?
Yeah, like as being a quarterback and a leader.
I need to prove that we have worked in the off season and that we have put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that.
Like, are you better at running plays or throwing plays? Which is more effective and why?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes, it is.
I think that running plays are more effective because it opens up the pass.
Yeah.
But I also think that I think I'm equal. I can my arm and my legs are equal.
I feel like in that Breckenridge game, I think you use more of your arm, but in your last game against Homer,
Right.
the legs, like that long, like 62-yard touchdown you had, that was pretty nice.
I'm not saying that my legs are better than my arm.
They're both as equal.
I say it equals out.
Yeah. Do you believe you're one of the most underrated teams in Division 8 because of how much you lost from last year's team?
Yeah, I definitely believe that we're underrated. None of the reporters on MLive even picked us to come out of our division with Centerville, and
They're a pretty good team.
Yeah, they are a good team, but I think that we're definitely slept on, and we've won it the past 2 years, and even before we didn't get any credit. So
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab something real quick.
all right.
Good question. Do you know how many returners offensive starters you've returned from last year?
Offensive starters?
Yeah, from last year.
Ooh.
If you had to guess.
5.
You're close. You're turned 4. This is your last year, but you're going in T. This is how many you return. And this is like this year. So like this year you only have like 4 returning offensive starters. What did you have to do to overcome that obstacle?
Like I said before, a lot of young guys, the juniors this year, the sophomores last year, they came through a lot of routes with us, took a lot of handoffs. We definitely put a lot of time into the weight room to make up for the size deficit. Yeah, I think that.
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, what were your expectations going into the season, and had they changed going into the playoffs when you played Decatur on Friday night?
Can you read that one more time?
So what were your expectations going into this season, and had they changed going into the playoffs?
Okay, yeah, that's another good one. Goal has been. Our first goal was win the first game. We had 2 goals: win the next upcoming game and to win the Big 8. Now,
Well,
Jonesville took the Big 8 title this year,
yeah.
unfortunately.
That was-
But obviously,
Let's not talk about that game.
yeah, the big goal, obviously, since, before the season even began,
Win the state title.
win state title. I think that we have a good shot at doing that, and I think that we'll prove ourselves this season. So, going into Decatur, our goal has not changed one bit. Our goal is to win the state title in the next upcoming games.
See, because if you guys win, which I think you guys should, not being cocky or anything,
Right.
play Mendon and Gustavus. You played both of those teams in the playoffs last year. Which Mendon, Gustavus is 2-4. They're not that. And when they played, actually, Gustavus forfeited against Mendon.
Really?
So, yeah.
I
So
didn't
you
know
really
that.
don't know who is better. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's it for interview number 1.
All right, cool.
Okay, so question number 1: what did you have to do to become a better football player during the virus shutdown period?
I think for me and a couple of my other guys, we just consistent work in the weight room all throughout quarantine. Like every other day, 7:30 a.m. just working out for at least a good hour or two. That's just the consistency of that, and just eating right, because you got to eat calorie surplus to get bigger. So just doing a lot of hard work during quarantine.
Okay, if you had to compare yourself to one NFL or college player, who would it be and why?
I really like. That's a good one. I really like T.J. Watt. He's really good with the outside edge rushing. He's got a lot of good moves that way and gets a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So I try to mimic my game like his as much as I can.
Okay. So what are some of your strengths as being a defensive end?
I'm a lot faster than a lot of the DNs, especially at this level. I'm probably the fastest. Got a lot, really strong too. It's a lot easier this year for me to control the offensive line that the guys that go against me. So yeah, bigger and stronger and faster.
What was it like getting your first touchdown of the year against Homer?
It was crazy. I don't even remember half of it. It was just all adrenaline and instinct when I was running that in. But yeah, it was awesome feeling.
What did you have to do to become a leader of the defense?
Just playing hard and giving it your all every single play and not quitting until the guys on the ground, like just working.
What did you have to do to become a leader of the defense?
I think it's just a lot of it's just effort and just going until they blow the whistle. I think that's the biggest thing, and just playing my heart out, playing super aggressive on defense to make the other team fear you. Yeah.
If you had to describe your defense in 3 words, what would they be and why?
I'm gonna say aggressive, and then I'm just gonna say land sharks. That's 2 words, because that's just our defense. That's how that's what our defense have gone by for the last 2 years. And I think we all really bought into that mentality of just swarming the ball.
So do you believe that there is a missing piece to the defense?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of guys have stepped up. I don't want to call any spot out saying that we have a weak spot in any part of our defense. I like to believe that our defense is pretty well rounded. So yeah, maybe if we had a little bit more size, that's probably the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. So, what are your expectations going into the playoffs?
To win it. I said we just gotta go into every game, not take any team for granted, just play our hearts out. I think we can beat any team in Division 8.
Okay. What is the plan of action this week preparing for Decatur?
We've been studying a lot of film, especially the day after practice. We had a film session. We know that they have a pretty talented running back. We're going to try to contain him this week. That's pretty much it, I guess.
Describe the leadership on the team. How have key players filled their roles?
We had a lot of guys this year step up, and we have some leaders on our team that really keep everybody's confidence up and keep everybody their mindset right, I guess. And
Okay, so how have you stayed focused during the craziness of COVID shutdowns and quarantines?
In the words of Coach Bailey, I guess play the cards that you've been dealt. Do I guess just stay on the grind, do everything that we can as a team,
Yeah.
anything possible, I guess.
Okay. So, what are some things that you feel like you have accomplished this year on either side of the ball?
I feel like I did a lot of off-season stuff, which really shows as a wide receiver, I guess. My route running got better, my speed, my footwork. I feel like my coverage this year, I watched a lot of some YouTube videos on coverage and stuff. So, yeah.
What has been one of the funniest moments over your career playing football?
Funniest? Brandon Semler. I think it was Springport game or semifinals. He's playing middle linebacker and he's in a 3-point stance. So yeah, that's probably one of the funniest
Maybe
ones.
jump on.
Yeah, that's probably one of the funniest ones.
Okay. How has Coach Bailey impacted the way of you? Let me say this again. Has Coach Bailey impacted the way you played football and your life?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. He's I guess he's like a mentor to us. He shows us hard work. He pushes us every day to be the best person, best man we can be, I guess. So.
Okay. How do you compare the start of the season versus the last few weeks?
The start of the year we all had our struggles learning the playbook back, learning all the plays. Coach Bailey throws a lot of stuff at us, which takes some time to learn. But I feel like we're all pretty focused in, and I'm glad we have our team back.
How do you think the playoff run will go for you to get past the district and regionals?
I feel like it'll go well. I think we have one of the tougher districts in D8. But we just gotta come in hard work, focus every week, and compete.
Yeah.
Hey, subscribe to Aiden.